Kaugnay pa rin ang plano ng PNP para maging mapayapang eleksyon sa susunod na taon. Makakapanayam natin si Deputy Director General Alan Purisima. Siya po ang namamumuno sa Election Task Force ng PNP. Magandang umaga po, General Purisima.
Good morning, Cara. Good morning po.
Okay, sir. Mas pagtutuunan nyo daw po ng pansin yung 15 itinuturing na election hotspots. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nito kapag nalagay ka sa election hotspot? Mas marami po bang pulis na ide-deploy doon? Ano po ba yung mga security preparations doon, sir?
First and foremost, hindi po election hotspot yung tawag po namin. Priority areas lang po yun.
Priority areas.
Yeah, po. Priority area. Wherein meron po tayo, mauuna po silang pinagtutuunan ng pansin dahil we have so many factors that was analyzed, kaya napunta po sila doon.
So, ano po yung security preparations doon sa mga priority areas na ito, sir?
First, actually, kaya napunta sa priority areas yung mga provinces po na yon because of different factors. One, the presence of private armed groups. Number two, there has been a history of election-related incidents. Number three, we have elected government officials killed in the area. And then sa intelligence, we have the presence of long firearms, the high-powered firearms. And then we have expired and unrenewed firearms in that area. And then some are affected by threat groups and the presence of organized crime groups and criminal gangs in the area. So lahat po yun, we sum it up together. So lumabas po itong priority areas po natin na 15.
Pero General Purisima, may ilan pong mga probinsya na umaalma po dito sa pagkakasama nila dito sa listahan nga ng mga priority areas. Nagbibigay daw po kasi ito ng masamang imahe sa kanilang lugar. Ano pong reaksyon niyo dito, sir?
Siguro, the statistics will not lie that there have been incidents from 2004, 2007, and 2010 elections, and we have intelligence reports regarding the presence of private armed groups. So yun po yung consideration po natin. That's why they were listed. This was not arbitrarily chosen na para lang to come up with a list, but there was a criteria in determining these 15 provinces.
Sa ngayon po ba, sir, ilan na po ba yung naitatala ng PNP na maituturing na election-related violence, sir?
Actually, yung election-related violence na tinatawag natin, these are historical kasi as of now, wala pa po tayong election-related violence because we are not in the election period. Because ang definition ng election-related violence is it happens during the election period. So, ang nangyayari po dito, wala pa po tayong election period, so there is no election-related incident sa ngayon. But dito sa record po namin, we have, for example, if we take one province na sinasabi natin is, take for example, Maguindanao.
Opo.
So there were 27 election-related incidents recorded. So there were 6 elected government officials killed and an estimate of 10,000 long firearms. And we have 4 private armed groups operating in the area. So yung mga ganun po yung mga mga information na gano'n, that makes them to be included in the list.
Pero kung ikukumpara nyo, sir, doon sa election noong 2010, sa inyong pagtaya po ba, mas magiging peaceful itong 2013 elections compared to the 2010 elections?
Yes, that is what we are aiming. That's why we are starting it early. Kaya nga po itong 15 priority areas, since most of these provinces na included here are situated yung mga private armed groups natin kasi 50 out of the 60 private armed groups are located in these 15 provinces. So yun po yung priority area natin na we will focus our actions.
At General Purisima, alam naman po natin na kapag gusto nating sugpuin nga itong kriminalidad, kasama dyan, katuwang dyan, yung pagsugpo rin sa mga loose firearms. Kumusta na po ba yung kampanya ng PNP dito?
Yes, actually, ito yung mga factors that affect the elections. One, the presence of private armed groups, proliferation of loose firearms, the intense political rivalry. They have the presence of threat groups and criminal groups na present in the area. So this everything here affects the peace and order situation in this area.
Sabi po ni Secretary Mar Rojas, talagang kakatok daw, tututukan daw talaga itong mga loose firearms, pupuntahan daw sa bahay-bahay at aalamin kung rehistrado yung mga baril. Ganito po ba ang gagawin ninyo, sir?
Yes, actually, ganito yung we have a list of expired and unrenewed firearms, and we have the addresses of the owners. So, we will go to their houses, the police will go to their houses, we will ask the owners if they are still living there, because we would like to account each and every firearm na dating nakarehistro, na lisensyado, ngayon hindi na nila ni-renew yung license, at maaring nawala na, maaring nandun pa pero ayaw lang i-rehistro, so it becomes a loose firearm. Kaya nga po ito yung mga pupuntahan natin, ng mga pulis natin, particularly yung mga mauuna yung mga mahabang baril na nalisensyahan sa kanila, yun ang uunahin natin.
And I'm sure, alam niyo rin naman po, sir, merong mga illegal na nagmamanufacture ng mga baril sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating bansa. Kasama rin ito sa kampanya niyo, I'm sure.
Yes, we know that. Nakasama actually yan sa kontraboga operations po ng Philippine National Police. At yun, paiigtingin din po natin yung mga lugar po na yun in that aspect. Pero what we are accounting here right now is the formerly licensed firearms na hindi ni-renew yung mga licenses, and then it became loose firearms. So marami po ito. Marami pong bilang itong mga firearms na to.
Alright, maraming salamat po, PNP Deputy Director General Alan Purisima.
Thank you.